Yo, another episode of Only Built for Wrestling Rinx. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. It's your big homie Wayne, the wrestling knowledge god, and of course we got Jimmy B. Phillips across from me, man. And we are about to do another Rinx review for the Elimination Chamber of 2023 that's happening this Saturday. All right, so I'm gonna give my correct reviews, and then also I'm gonna and then I'm gonna ask Fearless his pick as well. He's gonna kind of go off the top of the dome, however he wants to pick. And you guys watch this. Let us know how you feel. Let us know who you think is gonna win. Let us know all that because we want to. Now, first and foremost, Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. Okay, um, I'm I'm going for Bobby. I'm always going for Bobby. You know what I mean? The Almighty me,
Almighty.
the Almighty Bobby Lashley. I'm always going to go for him. So that's who I think should win. But I think Brock is probably going to win because I think this is their third fight together, and I think Lashley won the last time, and I think Lesnar I don't want to say needs a win because I hate sounding like that, but he hasn't like won in a while. But he doesn't need to either because he's he whenever he they need him they call him. He comes in, brings in major ass ratings. So he's good either way. But yeah, no, I think Lesnar is gonna win this match. And now if Lashley will figure out something else to do. Um, I don't know. I wonder what they're gonna do for WrestleMania. That's what I would like to know. But yeah, I really think I'm going for Lashley, but I think Lesnar's gonna win. Phyllis, what you think, man? Top the dome, man.
I mean, I'm going for Brock because that's all I know,
Damn.
right? Is Brock
Okay.
winning. I don't know, like Bobby Lashley. I don't know him. Never seen him wrestle before.
Okay.
Seems like he's a big dude. Seems like he has some nice style choices. You know what I mean? Got a definitely a nice tailor. So,
Very
he
dapper.
gets
Yes,
some
yes,
points
yes.
on that.
No
Brock
doubt.
Lesnar looked like he fucking shovels shit. And, you know what I mean? Has a nice little farm on the family with his family.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
but me personally, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the dude I know, the dude that is very popular, and I think the dude that kicks some ass, and that's Brock. So
So
I'm
the
going with
dude
Brock
that
Lesnar.
so is it basically off of popularity, or is it just because Brock Lesnar he can whoop some ass?
Exactly, because I know Brock Lesnar, he's gonna kick some ass, but I don't know his storyline. Does Brock have a storyline that's set up for him to
Um,
fight somebody?
no, right now is Lashley because he owes him that win. Like he needs to go back for that win. But that's about it. That's it. Oh, and he eliminated him. Lashley eliminated him from the Royal Rumble. Remember? So yeah, he needs that revenge.
That's cool. I like the revenge stuff. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I really don't, bro. Like I don't think that we are going to have any further stories after that. Like you always say, that's
Right.
it. It's going to be straight up and down. The fight, they're going to fight, and then that's about it. That's all I
I
think that's going
agree.
to happen.
But I
Yep.
do hope it's going to be a good fight because also Lashley is also MMA fighter as well, or he was. Um, he's a
Ah.
veteran, as well. So yeah, man, yeah, he's been all over the world too. I think yeah, man, don't sleep on Lashley. They always put on a good match when they get in the ring together. So I'm expecting
Mm-hmm.
good things this time too. I'm pretty sure they're gonna break something. I'm pretty sure Lesnar is gonna spear Lashley through a table, and
Yep.
Lashley's gonna repay him by spearing him through the barricade. And of course, man, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be good.
All
It's
right.
gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Okay.
Just like Booker T
So
say.
we both going with Brock. So we got Brock winning this
Unfortunately,
one.
I'll go with Brock.
So who you want to go through next, bro?
All right, let's do it. Let's go with the tag team match of Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Finn Balor and Mighty Rhea Ripley. Right? I love this, man.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Beth Phoenix. Um, she looks swole. She looks very swole. She looks big.
Yeah, she
She
did. She
spent
was
a lot
like,
of time. Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Yeah. She's yoked. She looks even
Yeah.
crazier than Edge
On
does
that
right
gear.
now.
On
Yeah.
that gear.
Hey.
Heavy
Hey.
on that gear,
So
you heard me?
so so yeah, it was real wild. I didn't bring this up on the last episode, like last Monday when Lita came down in that cage match. It was
Hmm.
odd because Lita and Edge used to date, and there's like this whole thing between her and Edge and Matt Hardy. I'll tell you about it some other time, man. It's some shit. But yeah,
Okay.
I don't know if they like cross paths with each other and Beth Phoenix, pass cross paths with her. I don't know. It's probably weird backstage. I don't know. Maybe they're all mature about it now and shit. It's
They
crazy.
all love each other the good way.
Um, but I think that I really think that Edge and Beth Phoenix are going to win.
Hmm.
Edge and Finn Balor fought at Extreme Rules, I think. So I really think that Edge is going to win in his comeback match. I think it may be Edge and Finn Balor again at WrestleMania, or Edge, and I really thought that something like this kind of match would have been saved for WrestleMania. So I
Right.
really want to know what they're going to have planned for WrestleMania. So I want to know what the Judgment Day is going to do with Edge. Again, that long time storytelling, man. They've been doing this shit since like, I want to say like August, September, and it doesn't feel stale or old, not to me at least, because I love the story. I would say that Dom should have been in this match over Finn, but nah, I really think
Mm.
they're setting up for Dom and Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania, which would be absolutely phenomenal. That would be great. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Edge and Beth Phoenix on this, or and set them up for Finn Balor and Edge, and then Rhea Ripley has to go off and fight Charlotte at WrestleMania because
Oh,
she won
okay.
the Royal Rumble and she chose Charlotte. So that's a whole new program for her, and they already have fought at WrestleMania a couple years ago during COVID, which is a great WrestleMania by the way. No crowd, but it had no reason being as good as it was with them having no crowd. It was crazy good. But yeah, they put on a match of a lifetime, and Charlotte won. At the time, Rhea Ripley was the NXT Women's Champion, and Charlotte won, so she became the NXT Women. So I
Hmm.
think Rhea Ripley at win as well, just kind of like how Lesnar does. And I really think that Phoenix is gonna, not Phoenix, I'm sorry, Rhea Ripley is gonna go for that win again. So that's gonna be a dope
All
ass
right.
match.
I think Edge and Beth gonna win. I saw them at Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
It was pissed off. I know they was on Raw. I think like 2 weeks after that. I think, or maybe the same
Yep.
week. They came
Yep.
on Raw and they was cussing them out and everything. And Judgment Day and that big tall black dude and all of that was going on. I think his name Priest. So I'm going with Edge and Beth, but I think it's gonna be a really good close match. But I think Edge
I
and Beth's
agree.
gonna get the win. And then, like you said, Rhea Ripley's gonna go ahead and get her ass whipped at WrestleMania. So that'll be nice and fun.
Yeah, maybe,
Maybe.
maybe.
But Judgment
Uh,
Day, I wish they were a little bit more spooky, like dead people type of thing. But they look kind of gothic. So I kind of like that, you know what I mean? But
mhm.
I
You
never
said
thought
dead.
that Edge would be like this older statesman with his wife and them going through some crazy ass shit with these
Yeah.
young boys that they trained and all of that. I think that's a cool little storyline. Like the elder statesmen, the older wrestlers versus like the
Mm-hmm.
new people that's trying to stake their name. That's always a classic storyline, right? In everything.
Right.
It's always the younger ones always want to supplant the older ones. So it's gonna be fun. I do think Edge and Beth are gonna whoop their ass though. At the end of the day, they're gonna win this
I think so
match.
too. And Phoenix owes Rhea Ripley some payback as well, man.
Yep.
That when they had that fight,
Mm-hmm.
when Edge and Finn Balor had that fight back at Extreme Rules, they gave Rhea gave Beth Phoenix a concerto. So
Right.
yeah, she's ready for that. She's ready for that revenge, baby.
Yeah, they definitely they gonna throw down. All right,
So
next, bro.
yes
Next.
sir, the next match we can go to the women's elimination chamber match. And
Yeah.
of course it has Carmella, that's
Who's that
Nikki Cross. Okay, I'm going from left to
on the
right.
picture? Okay, left to
Yeah,
right. So
so
that's
Carmella
Carmella.
is the first lady. Yep.
Okay,
The second one is Nikki Cross,
she's
the
scary.
crazy looking one. That is Raquel Rodriguez, and I think
Okay,
she's next up. They're putting a lot of time and effort into her, so I
so
think
she
she's
might.
next
Okay,
up.
all right.
That is Asuka, one of the greatest.
I know
And
who
then you
Oscar
got
is. That's the
Liv,
chick with the umbrella, right?
right? Yeah.
Okay,
And then that is Liv Morgan,
okay.
and then you have Natalia, who is kind of a legend, sort of speak, kind of sort of.
Okay.
So I'm
She got a
gonna have to go
legendary
with my
face.
girl. Say it again.
She got a legendary face.
No
Botox on
doubt.
that.
Yeah, and
Facelift.
she just recently started getting all that done, man. She was so
Nah.
pretty before. Now I see all this, I'm like, ugh. But anyway, man, I don't want to judge people in their bad mistakes. Um, Oscar, I'm going with Oscar on this match. For
Wow,
the
really?
women, I think that, yeah, I think that um, I think that Charlotte is the best women's wrestler, one of the best wrestlers of all time. Women, men, it
Right.
doesn't matter. Charlotte makes everybody look a billion times better. She is super uber athletic. It's stupid. But next up is Oscar, and I love Oscar, man. Oscar, I've always loved her, even back when she was in NXT. The face paint that she has on now
Mm-hmm.
is she used to do this back in Japan years ago. She used to be known as Kana, Kana, in Japan, right? Excuse me. And this the face get up. That's what she used to wear. So now that again, now that Triple H is in charge, he's not afraid to be like, "Yo, there is other wrestling outside of WWE." Vince didn't
Right.
do that. Vince was like, "This is us, and we're closed off." And oh, but then Triple H is like, "No." And when she came back at the Rumble with this face paint, like she ain't playing around no more, man. So here's my thing with this Elimination Chamber. I really think Raquel may win as well because they're putting a lot into her. But the only other person she would be able to fight is Bianca Belair, who's the current champion.
Right.
I don't think she's ready for that WrestleMania match yet because, like, Bianca to me, Bianca Belair is John Cena,
Oh,
and
okay.
I mean, like, you know how John Cena was like, you have the Hulk, you had not the Hulk. I'm sorry, I was playing toys with my son earlier. I apologize. You got Hulk Hogan who was on top. You have like The Rock who was on top, or Stone Cold, John
Mm-hmm.
Cena. I really feel like if there was one person that they put the WWE on their back, it's Bianca Belair. She's cool on the mic. She's good. She's a beautiful black woman. Um, so yeah, I think that she's the next John Cena. Next up, like yo, go out, do some promos. We're gonna put you on a Today Show. You and Montez go out there and look dope as hell. Represent the company, represent black people, represent your champions. So I don't think it's Raquel's. So that's why I feel like Oscar is gonna win. So
Okay.
I think it'll be really dope to be like Oscar and Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. That would be a good match, and that's what I'm shooting for. I don't see it for anybody else in this match. Maybe if this was like maybe her retirement match,
Right.
but really I see Oscar winning this and going off to WrestleMania and competing with Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's title. But just off of the images or the some of the wrestling that you've seen with some of the female wrestlers here, who do you think is gonna win, or who are you rooting for?
I'm gonna just say what you saying is right because I don't know none of these people. I don't know none of these wrestlers. Sorry, y'all. If y'all new to the channel, I'm new.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Wayne is a knowledge guy. Me, I'm a neophyte, which means I don't know shit. So
Oh
I
man,
like her because she has some nice shoulders. She has a lot of shoulders, and she's
you was
very
talking about
pretty
Raquel?
lady. Yeah, she looks like
Yeah.
she's gonna give me nightmares. So that's terrifying. The chick with the big eyes, but yeah, maybe what's her name? Akasha, right?
Oscar.
Akash, Oscar.
Oscar. Yeah.
I saw her. I saw her at Royal Rumble.
Right.
So she was, doing her, Wu Tang Clan. So I feel like she definitely on, her Shaolin Temple. So she gonna fuck some people up. So I think that'll be a good match. Now I know who Bianca Belair is. I ain't
Mm-hmm.
even know she wrestled for a couple years until then. I was like,
Shit, what?
oh, she do wrestle. I just
What
saw
you
her in
think she
pictures and
did, man?
stuff. I
Okay.
don't know. I don't know what she did, but that's what I'm going. But this is actually a match I'm really excited for because that's a lot of people fighting, and they all fighting
So
at the
you
same
have
time, right?
no. So you never seen
Oh,
the
okay.
Elimination Chamber before. So it starts out with two people randomly, and four people are around the ring in a pod. It's in like this big ass cage, this big dome, and there's
Uh huh.
six people all in total. But there's four people in a pod, one person in each pod, and each pod is released at random. I think every 5 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. So, yo,
Oh,
you
this
can
gonna be
get double
nuts.
teamed. Yeah, it's gonna be your first elimination chamber, man. I really hope you enjoy it, bro. Really hope you
Cool.
enjoy it.
All right. Next, you want to go to these
Next up, we're gonna go
crazy
to the
assholes?
men's elimination chamber, and this elimination chamber is for the United States Championship, which is Austin Theory. He's the champion at this time, and we're gonna go from left to right. We're gonna go with Montez Ford of the
Street
Street
Profit.
Profits, and that is Bianca Belair's husband. They are married in real life. Um, and that is Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling, which is I think is going to be dope that he's in this match, and they're doing a lot with him too, and I appreciate that because he deserves it, man. He really does. Then you have Bronson Reed,
Okay.
who was in WWE and NXT before, like a couple years ago, and Vince fired him. I don't know why. I guess he didn't like his look. I don't know. But Triple H took in control. He was like, "Yo, come on back." He brought him back, and he's been doing like flash off the top rope. Phenomenal, fucking crazy,
Okay.
man. That dude
Okay.
is nasty. Then you have Austin Theory, who is the United States champion. You got Seth Rollins, the drip god, and then of course you have Damian Priest, the dude who you say looks like a goth. You say
Yeah, he like I don't know. I just love his look. He looked like he was at that party with Blade in the first Blade
that's
movie.
funny. That's
Well,
funny as
I
hell.
think it's called I think it was called Blood Rain or some shit. Whatever that club was in
Hmm.
the meat packing plant. You remember the beginning of the
I
Blade?
do. I
That's
do.
what the
That's
fuck he
hilarious.
looks like. With that fucking crazy ass music on.
That's
So
hilarious, bro.
who's your pick? Because this looks like a terrible
Um,
wrestling match, in my opinion.
my God, this is gonna be a great wrestling match, man.
Really?
Yeah,
Because
Montez.
Drip
Listen,
Guy
here's
looks
my
like
thing.
shit.
Here's my
Okay.
thing. Montez Ford, player. He's
I seen
super
him fight.
athletic.
Yeah,
Super
he can
athletic,
fly.
man. Um, I, something great from him in this match. I don't think he's gonna win, but I expect like him to do something wild, something crazy, to be flying all over the place, and Gargano as well. Gargano's a small guy and he's kind of flippy as well, but I also think that Bronson and Priest are gonna do a lot of big guy shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
because they big.
But the winner of the match to me, I think is going to be Austin Theory. I think they're going to keep the title on him until WrestleMania. I don't know what they're going to do with him at WrestleMania.
Right.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't
He
know.
has
Maybe
any
a
storylines?
four-way
He got
match, a
beef with
six-man.
anybody? That's
Well,
crazy.
yeah, he got beef right now with Seth Rollins. Him and Seth Rollins are going at it, but Seth Rollins, I think, is going to fight Logan Paul at WrestleMania.
That to me, I think that'd be dope. Certainly, since Logan came through, made a big splash. I
Yeah,
wouldn't be surprised if, even though see the chamber is locked off, right? So nobody from outside can come in.
nobody can get in. Right, nobody can get in.
Okay. So if it would, I'd be like, yo, I think Logan Paul might come in and kick somebody's ass, like literally
Well, you
kick a
know what?
person and then
When
leave.
the I'm sorry, when the wrestler loses, they do open the cage door. I mean, the door on the side and let them come
So
out.
so I
They
think
so they
Logan
still
might
have
show up
opportunity.
again. So all right, so I think that's a good pick because maybe Logan might like fight for this or something or whatever he's trying to
Hmm.
do, whatever they're doing with that boy. Because I don't think he's like signed to like a major contract yet with the
Yeah, nah,
WWE. I just
nah.
think he come in whenever he feel like having fun. I think that Priest should win this.
Word.
I know that's not the storyline, but I would like Priest to win this title because I feel like Priest to me is the closest thing right now that you have to like the Undertaker. And I know everybody like, oh my God, Undertaker, that's just told 20 years ago. Fuck y'all. That's when I was watching this shit, all right? That's my first thing. Secondly, I like the way he fight. He a big giant dude. He's really hard to beat, you
Hmm.
know? And he do big, like you say, he do big dude shit.
Right.
So I don't know who this, pretty motherfucker is in the middle. So I'm
Who?
going
Austin
Priest.
Theory?
I hope Priest
Okay.
slam his ass. Either Priest or the Street Profit nigga. That's that dude part of Street Profit, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I like him too. He can rumble.
Hmm.
But the guy in the middle, I gotta see him fight and see what it is. You might be right. You probably are right. But me from new coming in new, I don't know what's going on. I'm going with Priest because every time I see Priest do something, he fucking somebody up.
Word.
I
Okay.
know he's
Cool.
scared of Edge, but still, I think he's fucking great.
That's funny as hell. So, and shout out to Austin Theory as well. A Town down, man. He's Atlanta born and bred, man, and he raps that. So, shout out to Austin Theory. I think he's come through with it, man. I think he's gonna succeed.
This is this the last match of the night?
It's the main event, baby. It's the main event. It's what we all came here for. It's what we all get down here for, man. It's the great Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, TC himself, the
Long hair
undisputed
rock.
WWE,
You fucking clone.
the Universal
Jesus.
WWE champion, the undisputed Roman Reigns versus Sami Uso, versus
Sami
Sami
Zayn.
Zayn. Shout out to Sami Zayn, man. Great storytelling. I love what he was doing on Friday. I can't wait to see him again this Friday night tomorrow. This was recorded of just to let y'all know too before the Friday SmackDown. The Friday before Elimination Chamber, so it's before that. So, Sami Zayn has been killing it. Like I always say, Balor has been doing God's work in WWE right now. I love Finn Balor right now. He's just on another level, and I love Sami Zayn right now. And this is kind of that underdog thing.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of reminds me a few years ago of what they did with Daniel Bryan. Like years ago, like 2013, 2014, it was Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. The storyline was he's too small. He's a B plus player. We can't have you as we can't have you as the face of the company. You can't be champion. You get hurt too much and all this. And of course, he overcomes the odds. And, he's one of the greatest wrestlers in the world. So I feel like this is how it's going with Sami Zayn as well. Sammy
Right.
is, I don't think they see him as the face of the company, but this storyline has pushed him into the forefront, maybe even more so than Roman Reigns. But this has been absolutely great. I really wish I could see this Friday at WrestleMania or Saturday at WrestleMania, then Roman and Cody on for Sunday. I don't know. I don't make the rules up. I don't know what they have planned. Like I said, maybe they did a triple threat match. Maybe they'll do a triple threat match, which would be awesome because they all three have vendettas. They all three have something to prove. Roman, but he has to keep his bloodline together. He has to keep doing this for his family. He takes the Samoans take care of each other, and with Roman on top, he can't take care of the family properly without being a champion because champions get that extra purse. So yeah, Roman's got to stay on top. Sami Zayn, he's out for revenge. He's never been that world champion before. He needs to prove to everyone that he can be world champion and beat Roman Reigns, and that he is like the better of the two. And he did not stab Roman in the back. He had to do what was right. And then you have Cody Rhodes who has to finish the story for his family, for himself, for his father, and for his legacy. He wants that championship title. He wants that world championship around his waist. He wants to be the face of the company. He wants to be on cereal boxes, man. So a triple threat match would not be a bad idea. They did that a few years ago at WrestleMania with Roman Reigns and Edge and Daniel Bryan. And Roman stacked them up and pinned them. I kind of feel like Roman's going to win at WrestleMania again, too.
Damn.
But yeah, I'm rooting my ass off for Sami Zayn. They're going to be in Toronto, his hometown. Toronto already goes stupid because they're a wrestling state, a country, or whatever Canada is. Um,
Country.
but thank you. The wrestling country, they love wrestling like doubly emotional because he's from there. They're going to cheer their asses off, and we need to get behind Sami Zayn, y'all. But I really do think that Roman is going to win this. He can't lose the title just yet. He can't end the bloodline here at Elimination Chamber. If they're going to end it, it has to end on the grand stage. It has to end at WrestleMania. It has to end with either Sammy or Cody's hand being raised. Or, I mean, maybe if they want to keep it on Roman, that too. But if they're going to end it, it has to be a little bit bigger than Elimination Chamber. But that's my pick. It's going to be Roman who wins it, but I'm cheering my ass off for Sami Zayn. Fearless, what do you think?
I'm going with Sammy. Like I
All the
said,
way?
all the way. Yeah. It says Universal Champion.
Right.
So that's only one championship. He only got one belt. I mean, he's wearing two, whatever. It says one thing. So if the Universal Championship is different from the WWE Championship, then that means he can lose this. But I'm pretty sure because, like you told me, they like keeping them both together. He's not. I would
Right.
love to see Roman Reigns have like this terrible fall off this year and then have to build himself back up to kill at will, right? Because I don't think Roman Reigns is like The Rock or like John Cena in terms of popularity to be able to step out and do other things outside of wrestling.
Okay.
What are your thoughts about that?
He was on the Tonight Show a couple weeks ago to promote the Royal Rumble. Um,
Okay.
I mean, he's fine. He does fine. John Cena is more charismatic, but John Cena,
John Cena's
and I hate to
comical.
sound rude, is he's just an everyday. He's like an every. He's super smart. He knows like three or four different languages.
Yeah, John Cena's
Like
intelligent as fuck. He just
like
plays
yeah
dumb.
yeah Yeah, not even plays them. He doesn't. You can just take him anywhere and he adapts. He's that
Yeah.
perfect
Yep.
businessman, that business minded person that he's like you said. He's funny as hell. He can show his ass and still be as professional as as anybody.
Have y'all
And
saw
Roman
Peacemaker? Peacemaker is
Peacemaker.
one of the best like comedy shows ever made. Like he's
Yeah,
fucking stupid.
yeah, he's
So
hilarious.
and he's big as shit, which makes him even funnier.
Yeah.
Uh, you know, I know Stone Cold didn't like cross over super duper, but he did a lot of movies. The Rock,
Hmm.
I mean, he's like the biggest movie star in the world right now,
Hmm.
ish. Um, so will Roman Reigns be that?
I don't say ish. No, I don't. Anything is possible. I don't see it for him just yet.
Right.
He
Me
has been in
neither.
a few movies. He's been in a few movies. Rock. I think he was in that movie with was it Hobbs and Shaw, or what movie? And he was doing
Yeah,
the
Hobbs and Shaw when they went
was
to
it?
Hawaii and shit. Yeah, I think he was
Okay,
in it.
okay.
He was
So
in that.
yeah, though. So he does have a little bit of acting acumen in him.
Yeah,
Um, but I think for the most part he's gonna stay in wrestling for a little bit. But I
yeah.
think
So
he's got that appeal. They'll teach him what he needs to know in order to be an actor. So he would be good if he goes out. And I'm sure Rock will put him under his $7
his wing,
productions
and
and all that
that's
shit.
his
Yeah,
real cousin, right?
no doubt. Yeah,
So that's his real cousin. So the bloodline thing, I get that, but I think Sami Zayn should win because in Montreal and all of that. But that's who I think is going to win is Sami, because I would love the Roman Reigns to like be defeated. The bloodline's already starting to get fractured. The bloodline totally collapsed, and then Roman Reigns had to work his way back up to being champion both again. And that
right.
way Cody can take over for a while. And Roman Reigns fucks Cody up eventually in a couple years. Then Roman Reigns leaves, go do some movies, whatever, become the next Aquaman or whatever his big ass want to do. And boom. Because Cody ain't crossing over to do no fucking movies. But this is me if I'm writing it.
So
You know what I'm saying?
you know what you're doing right now with your call with that call. What you're doing right now?
Being wrong.
No, it's called booking.
Ah.
You're booking the show for you're
Oh.
booking your own show.
Is that bad or good?
No, we all do it, bro. We all like
Oh,
this should have
okay.
happened. Why didn't this happen and this happened right here?
Oh,
Look
I
at
don't know.
you're
If
doing it
I'm
right.
wrong, it makes sense.
We all wrong, bro. We all wrong. That's
Right. They gonna
that's
do
the
this shit the way they
joy
want
it
to do
is.
it.
Yeah.
Cody might come in and just body slam both of these niggas and win. He be like, yeah, fuck y'all. You know what I'm
two
saying? I don't
minutes.
know what's gonna
Two
happen.
minutes, man.
Right. But yeah, I mean, it makes more sense that Roman's gonna win. But this is gonna put a fracture in the bloodline indefinitely.
Yeah.
So when Cody wins at WrestleMania, then that'll be like, because Cody's the face of the company now. Then
Right.
maybe Sammy will fight Cody at the end of the year or some shit for like everything. Give him a
Hmm.
shot at it. You know what I'm saying? But Cody probably gonna win that too. That's how it should go. But if it was me, I'm gonna give it like that's the thing. I'm looking at it as two different titles. I don't think people
Right.
would look at it like that. People would look at it as Sammy beat Roman, and Roman has lost in 2 years. That's how people gonna
Hmm.
look at it. So then when Cody wins, because I think everybody believes Cody's gonna beat Roman
Roman.
Reigns at WrestleMania, right?
Right. Yeah.
Like that's the way it looked. This nigga stood at the end of Royal Rumble. He stood at the top and was pointing at the sign for WrestleMania in Hollywood for like
Hmm.
5 minutes, and he was just up there. And I was like, God damn, it's the longest fucking point I ever seen in my life. This nigga's going to win. And his ab was glistening and his hair was extra blonde. He was like, this is mine. I was like, yeah, he
Yeah.
gonna win. It's already told. And people hate Roman Reigns. That was born last time he fought.
Right.
When he beat up
Right.
Sami Zayn, everybody was like, boo, fuck you in the bloodline. Fuck y'all, mulatto looking motherfuckers. Like, people don't like him like that no more. The people, it's turned. So, Roman's becoming the
Exactly.
heel.
Exactly.
So, when you become that heel, Sammy, everybody loves Sammy, but everybody really love Cody. So, you probably right. Roman's gonna win, retain. Cody's gonna fuck him up and fracture the bloodline indefinitely, though. That's
Hmm.
probably what's gonna happen.
Yes,
So
sir.
I changed my pick, y'all. Roman Reigns gonna win, but Sammy is going to destroy the bloodline.
My man. My man. Like the way you
I'm
think.
getting in this shit, y'all.
I like
It's
the way
starting to
you
become a
think,
problem.
baby.
Y'all
Yes.
starting to fuck up
See,
my
I
brain.
told you, man. I told you. Listen, my people out there, so all my black people that's looking at this like, oh, what the hell? I'm telling y'all, give it a shot. Give it a chance. Wrestling is everything. Don't go in there and be like, oh, it's fake. Oh, he didn't really hit him. My guy, if y'all watch Love and Hip Hop, this shit is better.
It's the same shit,
So
y'all.
much better.
I'm trying to tell you it's the
So
same
much
thing.
better.
Actually, I ain't gonna lie. This is a little bit more real than Love and Hip Hop and uh, what's it called? The Housewives of Potomac. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
realer
Housewives
than the
shit. Yeah.
Housewives of Potomac and all of that shit. Housewives of Beverly Hills, Orange County, because they when they fight, they actually had to hit each other. Them motherfucking chicks be lying. They'll throw a bottle. They can't really hit each other or they get kicked off the show. So this is
Oh
actually
wow,
realer
that's
than
whack.
that.
What's the fucking point
Yeah,
then?
you can't. Yeah, if you throw like a real like if you connect, you getting kicked off the show. Cause you can't assault. You can get close. Cause that's why they got security and shit. I will kill this bitch. They ain't doing nothing. It's the
All
safest
right.
place in the world.
Yeah.
Sorry, God, nigga. It's the safest place in the world, my nigga. They got million security guards out there. But look, y'all, I'm excited. Y'all
I'm excited.
excited. I don't expect no surprise. I mean, there's gonna be a surprise. Somebody's gonna come out of nowhere that's been injured that I don't know about that exists yet. But I
Hmm.
think we both excited for this event. And on Sunday, we're gonna talk about it, break it down again. Whoop de whoop, boom, boom, boom. But big homie Wayne, go ahead and send us out, man.
Thank you guys for listening and watching another episode for Only Built for Wrestling Rings. Um, like I said, wrestling is everything. You guys give it a try. Love it like I love it. If y'all got any questions, ask your boy. How do you ask? Well, duh, social media. Go on Twitter at YFM Pod, on Instagram at YFM Pod as well. We also on on Twitter at YFM Sports Media. Excuse me. You can get us on both of those, man. Ask all kind of questions. Join in on the fun. Look, man, if you want to get into this and you want to know a little extra more, I'll let your boy, man. You know what I mean? Give us a little bit of your hard-earned money. We have some clothing from Modoropa.us. That's MODAROPA.us. We have lots of wrestling ring shirts. We have sports shirts and hats. We have Sarita's effed up. Sarita's I'm sorry, shit. Sarita's effed up stats. She got shirts. YFM HMO YFM. That's hear me out. We got hats, shirts, slippers, jackets. I don't know. We have all types of shit going there, man. And we also on Patreon, Patron. You want to take a shot of that Patron? Find us on there. YFM You Feel Me podcast. Okay. We have all different type of levels and all different type of tiers for y'all. I think that's it, fearless. And am I forgetting anything else? We
Nope,
good to
man. Let's
go.
just say peace to the people.
Y'all, man, thank y'all so very much. Have a good night. Have a good morning. Let us know what you think, man, in the comments. Like and subscribe. YFM Sports, YFM.pod, at YFM Pod. Thank you.